さて、始まっとるね。やるか。設定、難易度。おー、どうしよう。新参者。あなた次第です。産地も正常。あ、なんかあれだね。新参者はかなり簡単。あなた次第、これがいいな。戦闘はね、普通でいこうか。私もそうそうやっておりますからね。ダークソウルスはちょっと無理だけど。よしよし。エルデンリングとかね、クリアしてるからね。エルデンリングとか。これでいこう。ステージって何や？そういうこと？はいはい。なんて。ゲームプレイ。インタラクティブ、意味がわからんな。あ、普通でいいのかな？カメラ感度ちょっと高めにしとくか。言語ジャパニーズでいこうかね。これ何語があれなんだろうね。あ、でもニューイングランドだからやっぱアメリカ語だよね。アメリカ語ってなんやねん。英語。ニューイングランド。ね。マサチューセッツ州でしょ。英語で字幕あんの？字幕。ビデオ。あ、これ、あれか。そういうことね。ジャパニーズですわ。はい。ビデオ。ガンマ値って何？あ、明るさね。明るくいこう。どうせ暗くて見えない。こんぐらい。もっと明るくできんだろ、お前。なんかちょっと暗くなるのこれ。これでいこうか。音声。これいいか。あ、じゃあこれきっとあれだね。よし。音声は英語で多分字幕が英語じゃない、ジャパニーズって感じなんだろうね。オッケーオッケー。遊び方一応見ようか。ケースブックはメインクエスト事件が入って伝説的な物語の進行状況。サイドクエストあんの？めんどくさ。ヒントが出ると。これが出ないようになってるね。で、証拠。うんうん。あらんな。心の目。記憶の宮殿で手がかりを組み合わせたり、写真を撮ったりして証拠を得ます。向きが正しいとカメラのファインダーの白枠が表示されます。 なってきたなぁ。はい、じゃあ抜く。よし。わからんぞ。ちょっと待って。向きが正しいとカメラのファインダーの白枠が表示。証拠をよく読み、重要な位置を特定して地上にピン、なんか、半端の直訳っぽいな。なんか怪しいところには地図上にピン立てをしとけっていうだけの話だ、これ。証拠っていう言葉がちょっとあれな。フッテージかな？フッテージのことなのか、いわゆるなんだっけ。エビデンスのことなのかって話だよな。まあいいわ。最初が C なので、他の目印の位置を発見。他の目印の重要な位置のほとんど発見する必要。高速移動地点。公衆、電話ボックス。電話ボックスに置かれたせ。心の目が見える場所。過去の事件、出来事。過去の出来事、幻影、前兆など。前兆。強い前兆か。過去の画像には隠された秘密があります。上を参照。上。前兆。過去史。見え方違うんだね。なんか、嘘だな。みんな銃持ってるな、おい。でもこれ敵と戦うゲームだもんな。いらんって。敵と戦うの。南京省。ここ急に具体的な銃や近接攻撃で壊す。戦闘、姿勢を引くと敵に見つかる。うわぁ、だから敵怖っ。精神に向かい。そらそうやろ。不意打ち？牛あたりですよ。水中？うわぁ。思ったより難しそう。登る、リロード、しゃがむ、インタラクト。変えてー。カメラ、移動。上。心の目、遊び方。遊び方がそれで見える。照準。近接走る。発砲。慣れるにはちょっと時間が必要だな。まあ、行こう。行くで。はい。マサチューセッツ州オークモント市におけるシナヒステリー、そして幻覚の症状に関して調査しました。どうやらあなたの仮説は正しかったようです。確かにそのような状況がこちらには頻繁に起きています。 街が浸水し、未知の何か偉大なものが存在しているという幻覚に男女問わず取り憑かれています。まるで国中から人々が多くもとに引き寄せられるかのようです。幸運にもあなたが持つ病の原因を発見しました。それに、あなたの助けになれそうな人物も見つけました。準備をしてできる限り早く多くもとにお越しください。こちらに来ていただければ私がご案内しましょう。謹んで。ヨハネス・ビンダーバーグ。オークモントなんで下不穏なのよ。あ、これあれか。冷ややかな関係。ああ。ああ。顔傷だらけ。あ、まあまあ、軍人さんだったから。ちょっと画像明るすぎるか。いやね、やっぱね。種類が。行こうぜ。しゃがむ。シール。あなたの予防動物、中接地州の訪問を今度し手段にしている。これ、 カメラ。どうやるんだ。カメラ。ファーストエイドとかいうのあるやんけ。
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
いる。どこに覚えとけ。あ、地図ないのか。スキル。これなんか、デッドバイデイライトみたいになってるの、これ。経験値。やっぱクラス今後でちょうどいいのかな。ギリ。これはもうちょっと見やすくなるぐらいでいいのかな。このくらいどうだ。このくらいかな。ギリ見える。
Take your belongings off my ship first.
はい。14の無せってことな。まだあるってことか。
Take your belongings off my ship first.
これか。アイテム使うのどうするんだ？これどうか？一緒にしようか。こうか。えい。で、こうか。なんか投げるのかな、レンズ。
Take your belongings off my ship first.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
やっぱよく見なきゃいけないのか。こういうことか。
I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Now get out.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr.
黄色。
A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well,
黄
I
色
have
だ
a
ね。
particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
怪しいね、こいつね。なんだっけ、キングインイエロー。ハスター。だよね、やっぱくすぐるって言うと。キングインイエローね。行為の王。ハスターのことだよ。
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
まあ、ニューイングランドだったら何でもありそうだよな。
About this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef
イー
Hotel.
スマス大
Here's
影
the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for
いざ
helping
な
me
って
get
る
my
よ。
bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
残してきちゃうね。おー。地図でテンション上がる。マサチューセッツ州。あ、島になっちゃってるんだね、もうね。それはそういうことか。うん。一応こっちに繋がってるけど。広いな。舐めていたぜ。あ、これ水没してるとこ青いのか。印を囲むって何？危険。ああ、なるほど。負け。123って何？南蛮不頭ってことかな。人がいるわ。あら、マップ広いかも。
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
うろの下に加工。上。ちょっと。近づけなさいよ。なんかいる？
Hey, knock it off.
ほらほら。あいつ、話したくね
Hey, knock it off.
近寄んな。レギュラーオフ。
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
すごい模様が入ってる。
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
これは、あはん登れる。結構登るね。自由度の高そうな動きを見せてくれる。結構グイグイ進むな。ほいほい。優しい作りとばりの。
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it? Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
あ、なんか、値が下がった。あ、回復する。
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays. Do you like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont.
そんないけんの？これ、驚きの展開。よっと。あ、こっちはちょっと世界の終わりだ。なに？いるな。死ぬか。あ、 UI が変わったぞ。なんだお前。その格好寒ない？遺言。寒くなってきた。どっちダメだな。具合悪くなるな。ああ。
Something with this helmet gives me chill.
めまいがする。
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
真
Where's
夏
your
のような
Oberon, huh, Titania?
なるほどね。そうやって経験値も持っていくのか。ほんであるないっぱい。メンデーデゲス。 こうか。ロバートで誰だ？覚えてる？なんか動いてる？サメか。変な傷。アルマザメ。あれが、
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouth.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground.
なるほど。
Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Well, so
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition. I gave you clear instructions, did I not? You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one
魚、虫。
would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer. Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. And he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. May have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some
殺人事件が起きている。
Afraid of what I might dream. My head. I still hear those voices.
あはははこいつがおるか。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
なんや幻覚が。そんなに
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
一回だけか。ん？なんだこれ。
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
そばにいるだけで減ってくのか。
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
おう。そんなんわかるやろ。派手に。
Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem.
調べるもんだな。あ、なるほど。どうやるんだろう。まあ、もうちょっと手がかり見つかればなんかあるんだろうな。もう少しやってみる。なんか面白くなってきたぞ。ワクワクしてきた。
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
That's good. Oh, sure. お、どこだ。
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
持ってこうぜ。持ってっちゃおうよ。
Never seen.
死んじゃない。
Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
禁酒法の時代か。1950年代？違うの、もっと前だ。禁酒法っていつ？1920年代。戦前。戦前。第二次大戦直前までだ。おー、いい顔してるね。
So that's what an Innsmouther looks
ク
like.
リスマス顔。かゆいかゆい。まあ、インスマスを追う影で出てくるインスマス人は、魚っぽい顔をしているという、心の目。突然何？えい。お、なにこれ。なんや。
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Hafton.
What's happening?
なんだ。ちょっと、これが多分アルバートかな。で、みんな逃げるんだ。で、一人死ぬんだな。
Take this, ape face.
あ、撃ってる。樽。ああ、猿側だから、あれか。スログモートの人がこうやって暴れてんだ。グーで。それみんな止めようとしてるのかな。違うな。この二人は違うな。なんだ。
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
落ちちゃった。
I've said everything I know.
What's happening?
Tutorial.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Never seen knives.
これか。よし、やるぞ。
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulena, Hafton.
なるほど。じゃあこれもそうかな。
Never seen knives like this before. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
やったらコツが上がってきた。調べる印が。
Ed, I still hear those voices.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
あ、産地ちょっと下がるだけでもグラグラするのか。気持ち悪いな。
Now get out!
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sown.
The door won't budge.
Bra hit dich dann.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us. Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
マーシュ、リッシュ、ランニング、レビュー。スイッチとしてる。 うい。うい。新しい場所。しかし経験値全然たまんねえな。あ、めっちゃ減った。体力。不要にない。いいな。出前か。そんなの。登れるのかしら。どうだ。そこば。ありゃま。なんでほっといちゃダメだよ。おい。
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
ちょっと暗い。
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure. Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new, a hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too, but you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do. Embrace your fate. Embrace your fate.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Bye.
Embrace your fate.
You want a drink?
Hey, knock it off! What the? Get them! Oh! What the? Get them! Oh!
Cozy. What is this?
The door won't budge.
port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
What's your problem?
It's up. Ah, 戻れない。積んだっすか。なんかとりあえずあそこまでしかないのか。近いか。やばい。死ぬ。上がれない。戻れない。ちゃったな。戻れた。
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.ああ。ん？どういうことだ？
ピント飲んでる。
What's your problem?
You want a drink? You want a drink? You want a drink?
どうやって進めるのか。大事。なんだこれ。お。あ、そういうことか。そういうことか。
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
こういうことね。
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. Something in the pocket. The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door won't budge.
Oh my gosh.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
だよ。
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Embrace your fate.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
なるほど。っていうことがいっぱいあるの、こいつから。
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
You want a drink?
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas. This was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness of the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Door won't budge.
What the? Get the... Oh.
You want a drink?
Snub.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Stay alert. Monsters
How
lurk
Mr.
underground.
Carpenter's food
They're
give away with that
everywhere.
darn port closure.
幽体離脱したんだ。幻覚。そっか。寒い。
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
だ、飯、伝承。ではストップ。